Hey, good morning everybody. It's Clint here with CCUA. We're back with another VEG Out video for you this morning. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about some roots. So you can see here before me, I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of roots. A root is a really important part of the plant for a few reasons. Roots are sort of like a straw for the plant. So when roots dig down into the soil, they soak up air and water from the soil and bring that up a plant's stem all the way up to the leaves. That water helps make sure the plant stays happy and healthy. Roots also are really important for keeping the plant stable. So those roots are going to hold onto the soil, and it's really hard to see through my phone camera because it's not very good, but there's lots of these tiny roots coming off of here. But on each one of those, there are a bunch of tiny little hair-like structures that hold onto the soil. That way, when it gets windy, the plant doesn't just blow over. It actually has something to hold it on there. Now that's what roots can do for the plant, but they also help the soil that they're planted in. They hold that soil from being washed away or blown away by erosion. So roots play a pretty big part in our ecosystems and our plants' life cycles. Luckily, sometimes they're also very tasty. I bet you all eat some roots. Carrots are a really popular root that we eat. And turnips are as well. Most of the roots that we eat are some form of taproot. That's a root like this that has one big central stem instead of something like this grass that has just a bunch of little tiny ones poking out from it. And that can be really helpful for the plant to have a taproot because that's somewhere that it can store its energy to help it grow in times of maybe poor sun or drought. It stores that energy that it can use later. But we can also use that energy by eating it. When we think about roots, there's a few different basic kinds. I mentioned the taproot, having one big, long, central root. Then there's also something like this, something like a rhizome. So this is Bermuda grass, and you might recognize it just like this, poking up out of your yard. It's great grass for yards. It's super resilient, really hard to kill, but it also makes it a really annoying weed to have in your garden. Really hard to get rid of. It grows so fast, and it just puts out so many of these little rhizomes. Anytime that part of the plant touches the ground, it's going to start putting out more of these rhizomes. Really effective at growing, which makes it really bothersome in the garden. And then we've got roots like this, which are kind of in the middle, you know? It's got a taproot down there in the middle, but it's also got a lot more of these little stringies off to the side. So roots are about as varied as the amount of plants that there are that have roots. I'd be curious for you all to go check out some roots. If you have any plants that are okay to pull up around your homes, maybe there's a little blade of grass, see what that root looks like underground. I'm also curious if you can think of any more roots that we eat. I mentioned 2 today, carrots and turnips. But if you can think of any other roots that you like to eat, go ahead and leave us a comment or send us a message. We would love to hear from you. And that is about all we've got for you today. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see y'all again in the morning.